fancy in Vegas. This for the that haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savings. Be liking my flavor. I think it's cause.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up, VAT! That's it. Now here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Pro Bowler Muhammad Wilkerson brings him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right here.
And now to the air, Dalton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
At the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Dalton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton, he gets this one to Boyd. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Carr dancing to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Kill. 734. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
We got 637.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Bryant Saxter point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now 3rd down.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, Alpha. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Night, sweetheart.
From the 38, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
368. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton. That is caught inside the 5. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Let's go.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, Beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Good job.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. After the sack on first down, Carr, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Right down. Right 80. Right to one. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, Zoo. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. That's us. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. He's going to run. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 5-6. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch that.
Dalton here from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Two teams spill. 694.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Carr going to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of motion?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Quick talk. Hey, right on two. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Hey, orbit. 54. Here we go. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on second down. Carr steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They come out here in the I. On first and goal, Washington. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
We're good.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second and 9, Dalton points the target, and he has it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Carr completes it. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Down. You wide it. I know he ain't got it. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. Mike Kizzy.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
What down? 180. Don't let him breathe. Play outside deep. Don't let him breathe.
To throw again. Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Letting one. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as they have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
2 by 2. Move. 53 is the mark. Check the outs. Check the outs.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Check. Wait. Check. 53 is mine. Yeah. Right here.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
To throw here, Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
From the 44, Dalton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Buying time to his left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bengals.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On first down, it's Scott. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
They go again with Scott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Scott. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Raiders, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.